Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. We're live at 5.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So All Around Town Radio
Show.
That's where I go for the latest band info. So All Around Town Radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio.
It's the show. It is the show. Hey, welcome to the program, everybody. It is Monday. It is the weekend update. We are live from the Hall Around Town radio studios in beautiful downtown Springboro, Ohio. And we'll be right back to tell you who we got to see this weekend play out.
It's the weekend review. Top 5 are coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out off the open jam.
Oh, yeah. We are live at 5, as they call it. All right, welcome to the program. Thank you, Sweet Sister Mercy, for the theme song. We are here on a Monday. It's a Monday the 13th. Monday the 13th, not Friday the 13th, but Monday the 13th. April the 13th. Wow. 2 more days to tax day, people. Did you get your taxes in? I hope so. Say hi to some folks checking in here if we can. Let's see who's joining us today. Looks like Glenn's first up on the YouTube channel. Good to have you with us. It is time for the show. Hey, we put a post on our page about who you saw play this weekend. Drop something in there, will you? Thank you, Sweet Sister Mercy. That's going to do it for the theme song this time. Let's kill that if we can. And we're all here today on a Monday to talk about who we got to see play out this weekend. What an epic weekend of music I had. So much fun. Carla is with me today. Hi, Carla. Actually, that's the old Hall Pass intro. That is ancient history. Yeah, but it is. It's when we first started, before we had the theme song to use, but I like to play it every once in a while. I do. It buys me a little time to get ready, too. Steve's in the house. How are you? Thank you for being here. Skip from Liars for Hire has joined me. Good to see you, Skip. Hey, Skip, I missed you that night when you were at the Bell, man. I was doing some things and then turned around. I couldn't find you anywhere. So I missed talking to you that night. Hey, Daniel Bryant, how are you? We're going to talk about him here in a little bit. I'm not specifically Daniel, but the band he was playing in this weekend. We're going to do that. We are. I don't know enough about Daniel to talk about him significantly, so I won't do that. Kara said no notifications. Thank you, Kara, for that one. That is the norm with the Book of Face most days. It is. Thank you, Carla. Kevin Cooper in the house. How are you? Ed Sawicki in the house. Ed, thanks for the great pictures we shared on our page today of our Saturday night jaunts out to the Bell and the Bear. Thank you, Ed, for those photographs and the rights to use them. Thank you. Dirk Turner in the house. Dick Fletcher, my good buddy Richard. How are you, Dick? Good to have you with us today. And yes. And then Carrie's with me too. Carrie, thank you for the photos. We shared those as well. So we had two photographers there Saturday night and took great pictures, both of them, and we shared them on our page. So there it is. And Carl says I sound 100% better. Yeah, the vocals are coming back, but they're gonna take care of that on the 27th when they do a little outpatient surgery on my vocal cords here. So then the Barry White voice will be back. And I asked him, I said, will I be able to talk after that? And the doctor said, well, hopefully you will. That's a nice thing to say. He says, no, you will be able to talk. He said, there are people that don't want you to talk. I said, probably. So he's kind of a humorist. He is for a surgeon. Jimmy Kilroy in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Tim, how are you on the Tube of You? Thank you for being with us from the Hall Pass Rock Band. We'll talk about them at the end of the show today. And Ed, thank you again so much, buddy. And Skip, thank you. Yeah, I was a little under the weather busy that night, Skip. Jill, thank you so much for being with us as well. All right, I got to get started. April 13th, guys. This is a weekend update here on Backstage Hall Pass, as we call it. It's your Backstage Hall Pass to local music and your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more. And your home for everything music all week long here on the Book of Face and the Tube of You. It is. There's Dewey checking in on the YouTube. Thank you, Dewey. And yeah, Facebook's been giving me fits all day trying to post stuff. I couldn't get it to post. Every time I'd go to post, it would just like, boop, gone. I'd spend 20 minutes on a post and then it'd just go away. It's the way it works. Hi, Brad. How are you? Abe's Lincoln represented. Good to have you. Good to see you on Saturday, too. And yeah, it'll go smoothly, Carla. I'm convinced it will. Yes, we're hoping for sure. Let me move on here, though. Don't forget to share our programming throughout the week, guys. Sharing is caring, and every time you share it, especially that Thursday show, the numbers go way up. And last week, 2.4 thousand. Thank you. That means you shared it. So thank you all so much for that on the Who's Playing Out. It features the best musicians and venues in the Tri-State. And you can follow us on all the socials. We're on the X, the Insta, the Book of Face. We're on the Tube of You and on the Tick of Talk. Yes, lots of things going on for real. And our weekly programming includes this Monday show, which is our weekend update. Hot Topic Tuesday. Tomorrow's going to be a good one. Lee Dixon is joining us. I'll talk a little more about that later in the show. Wednesday with the band, I have the Hall Pass Rock Band joining me this week at noon. And then, of course, Thursday, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Heather's Cafe in Springboro. Eric Knight is with me today. How are you, Eric? Kurt Byram's here. What is his dad called it? Face Place. Yeah. The Book of Face. I found that if you twist the name, the computer doesn't catch some of this crap you say about them and shut you down. It's kind of a little secret. It's not a secret anymore. Glenn said all I got to see this weekend was Eyes Up Here and Mike and Kevin at Parr's Place. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure. So we're going to kick off our weekend of live local music. I want to remind you, if you saw somebody play over the weekend that's just was fantastic, if you want to drop it in the comments, you can, or you can go to our page after the show. We have a post up there, and I'd love for you to comment on the post, and please tag the venue in it too. Let the venues know we're talking about them, because so many of these venues are struggling, guys. We want to support them out there and keep the music community rolling. So Thursday night, I kicked off my week of live local music, and I will get a shameless plug in for Wednesdays. My Wednesdays are over. Anybody that wants me to be anywhere on a Wednesday until November, I will not be there because I have Heather's starting up this week, not tomorrow, but one Wednesday. It is our debut for season number 7 at Heather's on the patio with Name That Tune. So we're kicking that off. Looking forward to the folks coming back that are regulars, and looking forward to those who are not regulars and are joining us for their first time and first season ever. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful season down there on the patio at the beautiful place called Heather's in Springboro. If you haven't been there, go. All right. Thursday, Bell and the Bear Jam. Well, had a little scare that night. Our friend Toy Hobbs was off. Toy, who normally is a guitar player in the house band, had a little episode, and which ended up being something not so serious, but at the time sounded very serious. spent the night in the hospital and all that. So Toy, we were very glad that everything came out all right with that, and that he's doing well. And we missed seeing him at the jam on Thursday, as we always do with any of the house band members that are off. And Tim said the weather is looking good. Yeah, it's looking good for a debut. It really is. Thank you, Tim. Hi, Monica. How are you? It was great to see you Saturday with your entourage. Your daughter looked beautiful. Bride-to-be. That was a hell of a crowd you had with you. It was. Sean Cooper, thank you. How are you? My friend from Milano's in Miami Township. And Kevin Cooper says, I'll see if I can get a group of irregulars to show. Did I say irregulars? I think I did. To show up at Heathers this season. Yeah, we'd love to have you come for sure. And Dewey, yes, Jay did show up. I was just getting ready to get into that and talk about Jay Grant, who stepped into a guitar role that night and played several tunes throughout the evening on the stage. And, it's fun to see people step up to the plate like that when something goes wrong. And Toy had to be off on short notice. Also had a fill-in drummer that night, some slouch known as Doug Drew. If you've never heard him play drums, one of the most solid drummers in the region. Doug played from DV8 in the house band that night. Travis Hanna was off. So really a superior crowd on stage, including Mr. Kevin Cooper, who I call him, like, if you're old enough to remember, Doc Severinsen, the band leader, and those kind of people. Kevin is kind of the leader of the band. He directs things up there on the stage a lot of times. Jonathan Grooms on bass. Miss Kathy was out of town. She wasn't playing bass this time, sharing the duty. So Jonathan played a ton of bass that night. And then Jim Cuesta on keyboards, always a wonderful guy. Wonderful guy. And Kevin says, yes, Travis got Doug to play. That one got by him. Well, we were glad to see Doug. I love watching Doug Drew play, man. He's a superior player and an even better fella. Just a good guy. So there were the host of characters there, the house band. And then, of course, there were a lot of other people involved in that. Brian Hubbard playing guitar. That was a good one that he got a chance to get there and play. And then also, Brian, thank you. By the way, Brian Hubbard always has kind words to say if he's out there about the show, and thank you for always doing that. And then we had a friend of ours from Dayton come down, Mr. John Norcus, who was lead singer in the band Crying Out Loud for the past several years. And John's got an amazing voice, a unique voice. You'd never expect it to come out of this guy on stage. And he can hang, man. He can sing. And Jonathan got a chance to get up there, or John got a chance to get up there. John Norcus got a chance to play with the house band and he was going to do 3 songs. And the next thing you know, he's doing 4, doing 5. And it just became a wonderful, wonderful night there at the Bell to showcase Mr. John Norcus and his talents on the stage. And that was a surprise to me. I know John had messaged me and said he was going to be there. And that was part of the reason that I rolled down to see him perform. And then Jay Grant and I stood out there and talked about John and how good he is. And he was killing it. He was doing a great job. And Mr. Kevin Cooper says, Doug is a fantastic drummer, even better person and friend. He is. He's a wonderful man. He really is. And John Norcus just joined us. Hey, and he's got a picture up there from the Bell and the Bear. He does. So he's already sporting those pictures in his profile. All right. Love it, John. And I took some as well. I did not post mine. I posted Carrie's and I posted Ed's because theirs are just so much better than mine. I may post mine tomorrow or something like that. We'll throw it in there. But you guys know what I'm saying. And it's nice to be able to share pictures and photos that are taken by professionals. And that was good. And Ed Sawicki is, I call him the photographer of the rock stars. He just does it right. He does. Thank you, Ed, for those. Dave McCarty said John's his hero. Yeah, John's my hero too. And Kevin Cooper says John Norcus was the reason I had a voice at all at the end of the night. He helped sing for several guests as well. Yeah, and that's interesting because Kevin, you were putting double time in that night. It was an interesting night at the Jam. When you have these first warm nights of the season that it's really pretty outside, it tends to hurt anywhere indoors. And it was interesting to see the crowd that was there. The people were loving it that were there. They were enjoying it, but it was definitely not your usual huge crowd that we're used to on Jam night, but still a solid crowd though there. Hi, Brandon. How are you? It was great hanging with you yesterday. If you guys missed my little quick snippet video of the bougie brunch, I'll talk about it at the end of the show today. But at Mr. Burroughs Tavern, what a hoot and what fun that is. Got to say hi to Lee Dixon. He's going to join me tomorrow on the program along with the lovely Karis. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff. So join us for that. And we'll get into that at the end of the program today, too. Give you a little sidebar on what's going on tomorrow with our special guest, Lee Dixon, joining us on Hot Topic Tuesday. We don't get special guests on too often, so it's going to be kind of a cool thing to have him there. And wonderful to see you all here today. Roger Bates from the Gina and Johnny Band. And yes, Edward Sawicki. This is always a pleasure to capture the passion. Thank you, buddy. You do. You capture the moment all the time. And Daniel, he says, Ed always makes us look good. Ed makes everybody look good on camera. He does, for real. Absolutely. Let's see what else we got here. Got a couple more comments to get to. John, you were great, man. You killed it. And thank you. It was great to see you on the stage at the Bell. You know, and a lot of people, I get a lot of crap saying all I do is promote the Bell and the Bear and all that. And that's not true. And most of you that follow the show know that. But I do pump the Bell's tires a lot because it is one iconic music venue. And if you make the stage at the Bell and the Bear, you ought to just think for a minute who's been on that stage and who's played there before you and all those things. And some of the talent and the national talent that's been on that stage is amazing. So it's an iconic music venue in Cincinnati. So anybody that can get up there should definitely appreciate that fact that they made it to the Bell stage and they're up there with the house band on Thursday. Those guys are all solid players. It's a great group. So that was our Thursday night. Lots of fun stuff going on there. Beautiful night. We sat out on the patio for a bit too at the Bell. It's got a beautiful patio and enjoyed sitting out there. What's Dewey got to say? He said, Jonathan Grooms has become one of the best parts of the jam. Hoping to make it soon. Yeah, Jonathan's a showman. He is absolutely a showman. And speaking of the next person whose comment's going to pop up here, we're going to move to her in just a moment here. But thank you to the Bell staff. And thank you to everybody that always keeps that jam going and keeps it successful because it's one of the most unique musical experiences in the whole region. So stop in and check it out if you can. If you haven't been there yet. And John, thank you for that, buddy. He says, good time and a pleasure playing with such talent. Yeah, it's fun to get on stage with people who can just look at each other and go, you know that song? No. You know I don't really think so. Let's try it. It sounds like they've played it for 100 years. It's just so cool. So cool. All right, got a cough. Still not over the crap yet. And now the pollen count is in 1 million. So you know what that's going to do to all of us. So I want to move on, though. I want to talk about Friday night. I took a little time off Friday night. I got the wonderful experience of being at the Dayton Dragons minor league baseball team game, invited by my 2 young granddaughters who are just absolutely sweethearts. And they got tickets through their school. And it was so much fun to go with them and watch their eyes. The first time they had been to a Dragons game, and they do so much at these minor league baseball games, activities between innings and fun stuff for the kids to watch and all the mascots and all those things. It's family oriented. And what a fun time it was. We had a blast, had a little dinner at a place called Jimmy's Ladder 11 downtown, which is an old firehouse from Dayton, which was near and dear to my heart. And then I got a chance to check out the game with my 2 little sweeties, and you'll love their names. The oldest one is Scarlett, and the youngest one is Rhett. She's 5, going on 55. Let me tell you, Rhett, Scarlett, and Rhett. If you know the reference, but that's their names. 2 young, beautiful little blonde girls, and we had so much fun. And that was my Friday night early. And then I made it a point because I didn't want to miss a show that I'd not seen this young lady sing and play in so long. In fact, it'd been way too long since I'd seen Ashley Knapp play and her band. I had never, I think, seen Ashley Knapp with this version of a band that she had. And they were playing at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. So I headed towards the house after the game. We left a little early from the game, got a little chilly. And took off down to Mr. Burroughs Tavern and got a chance to catch Ashley Knapp. Now, I want to tell you, this young lady's got a smooth country sounding voice. She's very good vocal tone. Very good stage presence, plays a good acoustic guitar, has an awesome song selection. If you're into country music, Ashley's a good choice to go see. And I love that she does an artist who I got to see on one of her first shows ever outside the bar scene, and that is Ashley McBryde. And I got to see her open for Leonard Skinnard. And she was driving the van by herself with her merch in it and she was traveling with this tour. And Ashley McBryde, it was just a pleasure to talk to that night. She was just a sweetheart and wonderful. And she went back to her merch table and got a chance to chat with her after she played. And I was wowed by her music. And I thought, this girl's a star, man. And she's doing it on her own. And Ashley Knapp does a wonderful version of some Ashley McBryde songs. And that was one highlight for me while I was there of the night. Shelby says she's the best. And I think you're talking about Ashley Knapp, I hope, because she's wonderful. And I do have Ashley Knapp's set list, but I do want to talk about her band for just a moment too. I'm going to say the band was tight. There was some slaying guitar work going on there. There was some solid bass work happening. Some absolutely shredding guitar by Eric Knight. Thank you, Eric. That was wonderful. You really hit it hard, and it was good. It's good to see. I mean, it's good to see you guys step in and play these songs. And Daniel Bryant, thank you. Lots and lots and lots of accolades should go out to this band because they're really good with Ashley. And I don't know if you guys play all the time together or you're packaged together sometimes and all that, because I've seen Ashley playing a lot with a lot of people. And Ty Richards, one of them who I dearly love, and being out there doing the solo circuit and so on. But really, really good. What's up, Heather? Thank you. Good to see you Saturday as well. And I've got a set list from Ashley and Ashley Knapp. I was talking about Ashley McBryde, so I've got it on the brain, but let's talk about some of the songs she does. Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers. Miranda Lambert's Mama's Broken Heart. Tennessee Whiskey. Who doesn't do Tennessee Whiskey? Come on. Chris Stapleton song. And Ashley, you are blessed to have those guys backing you up there because they are solid as hell. They're really good. And it really complements your vocal ability as well on stage. Tin Man, Miranda Lambert, one of my favorites as well. One Night Standard by Ashley McBryde. Gunpowder and Lead, another Miranda Lambert song. Angel of the Night, the Steel Drivers. Not many people covering the Steel Drivers, so that's kind of cool, I think. And Redneck Woman, Gretchen Wilson. Black Raven Mine. Let's see what else. Burning House. Guys, those are those Ashley Knapp songs, I think. Jolene, Dolly Parton. Girl Going Nowhere, which is one of my favorites by Ashley McBryde. Neon Moon, Brooks and Dunn. Fast as You Can, Folsom Prison Blues. Yes. Hey, Chris Lucas, how are you? Thank you. And Jeff Reed's been following Ashley Knapp for years. She always puts her in her all. She does. She leaves it all on the stage, man. And as Daniel says, Ashley Knapp, thank you for having him around. And let's see what else I've got on her set list here. Oh, Straight Tequila Night, Lucky Man, Wanted Dead or Alive, Bon Jovi tune, Can't You See, Fishing in the Dark, Pontoon, Here for the Party, White House Road, yes, White Liar, Boot Scoot and Boogie, and Watermelon Crawl all thrown in there. And then, Ashley does some solo stuff too in between on the breaks and things. So they kind of keep it rolling all night long. She doesn't take much of a break. And Mr. Burroughs Tavern was very welcoming to this. One thing about Mr. Burroughs is they welcome all styles and genres of music there. The people that come in are very open-minded as to who's playing there. It's not pigeonholed into one genre at all. And everybody I was sitting around that night was talking about it and loved it. And Bach, the sound guy for Uncle Rico, he was there. And he and I sat and talked for a while and listened to the Ashley sing and play and the band sing and play. Just wonderful stuff. And I got to give Eric a big shout out. He did several guitar solos that just wowed me. And Shelby says her original songs are good too. Yes. And that's what I love to see, is somebody that blends a little of their originals into all those cover songs that people love and want to be a part of. So a great time. If you have never followed Ashley Knapp, follow her on the Book of Face. Shelby, if you know her actual handle on the Book of Face or the link, throw it in the comments there, if you will. Or Ashley, if you're out there, please, so people can hit that and follow your page. And if you like country music, man, she's one. She's good. And I love female country singers. I love Michelle Robinson. There's a lot of people out there that we talk about on the show. And it is Ashley Knapp on the Book of Face. Thank you. Okay, there we go. And give her a follow, guys. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for dropping by today. We appreciate you very much on this Monday. So that was my Friday night. Again, awesome song selection. Love that she does the Ashley McBride stuff. And you heard the set list there. It's pretty welcoming. So, and I've heard her do a lot more than that too. If you want to see a good country show, that's one. Find her. And whether she's solo or whether she's with this killer band, man, do it. Do it for sure. Everybody's throwing in her link. Thank you. Ashley Knapp threw hers in there. There it is. Down Home 28. There we go. You can find her under the name of Ashley Knapp, but Down Home 28. Thank you. And Dewey says, I'm not a huge country fan, but I love many songs in her set list like Miranda Lambert. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Dewey. There's some songs that, I'm not a huge country fan of either. And I've played in a country band. I love country music too, but I get what you're saying. And those who aren't a country fan, she's still very appealing to them. And the crowd at Mr. Burroughs was loving her for sure. So very, very good. If you want to check that out, guys, please. And Shelby says, I gave birth to her biggest fan. Her band is amazing with kids too. Bring your babies out to her next kid-friendly show. Thank you, Shelby. Shelby, you're like her promoter, man. That's great. I love it. Eric, you're welcome, buddy. It's always good to see you. Appreciate you being here. So, that was my Friday night, guys. Ashley Knapp, Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Let's go to Saturday. I got to talk about Saturday. Saturday is epic. Not to downplay anything I've talked about so far, but let me tell you, Saturday took it to an all-new level, people. If you weren't at the Bell and the Bear Saturday for Top This Band, you missed out on one of the best shows ever at the Bell and the Bear. This band is in my top 3 bands that perform at the Bell. Always. And here's the reason why. I'm an old school dance guy. I owned if you don't know that about me, owned a teen nightclub back in the day for many, many years. And I DJ'd a lot of dance music at a lot of places when we used to call it dance music and play it on vinyl on turntables and mix it and beat mix and all that stuff. And I will tell you, this band takes me back to my youth and back when I used to do that DJ work. Man, Top This Band, stage presence off the chain. Unbelievable stage presence. Energy level at an 11 out of 1 to 10, man. And then the segues between songs, and some people I call them segues. I'm old school, but transitions between songs are seamless. They are absolutely seamless. And they can transition between one song to the next, and you don't even know it's happening until you hear the vocals kick in, and what vocals they have. Amazing vocals in this. And Heather just said exactly what I said. She said their vocals are tight, transition are seamless, and their energy with the crowd never stops. It doesn't. The minute the lights come up and they start singing and playing, it's amazing. I got to thank Kenneth for the set list. I'm sorry, Jimmy for the set list. Jimmy, the bass player, who is arguably, in my opinion, one of the best bass players in the entire tri-state. And I like funky bass, man. I like Rick Dews. I like Kevin. I like Jimmy. Jimmy's just up there. He is so good. And Amy, you were there. She says, awesome show and band. Monica says, fact. Monica was there. She knows. And Scotty said transitions are something different nowadays. Yeah. I mean, Scotty, these guys were beat mixing their set list. I mean, it was solid. If they took a break between songs, it was 15 seconds, and it was just to regroup because of the energy level in the room. And for the most part, it was bang songs to song to song to song, right on target, just like we used to do in the DJ business, how you kept a dance floor going. And did they keep a dance floor going? And this dance floor on Saturday night was everything from 21 to 81. I mean, if not older than that. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing to see the energy in that room. Brad says those transitions don't just happen. That's a lot of practice hours. Yeah, these guys are good. They are solid performers. And Carla, you're right. Funky bass rocks. And man, Jimmy plays lead bass. He does. He plays the lead bass and plays it so damn well. And the whole thing with this band, it's just pure energy. It's pure energy. So I have their set list. Allow me, if I can here, to tell you some of the songs some of you may be able to relate to. And some of them are newer, some of them are older, but they take you on a trip through the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and even current tunes. Let's see what we started out with. This was the set list of the songs they performed, or a set list of some of the songs they perform. Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines. They opened with that one, I think, the other night. And then Earth, Wind, and Fire, September. Who doesn't love Earth, Wind, and Fire? Then we got Kool and the Gang, Get Down on It. Justin Timberlake's Sexy Back. Bobby Brown's My Prerogative. Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. Backstreet's No Diggity. Gosh, it just gets better, man. It gets better and better. The Whispers, Rock Steady. I love that tune back in the day, man. That's a damn all skate in the regular direction it is. And then LMAFO, Party Rock. Tupac, California Love. 24 Karat, Bruno Mars. Let's throw the Commodore's Brick House in there. One of my favorites by a group called The Time. If you remember the Prince movie, Purple Rain, Morris Day and The Time are featured in that movie. And their song called Cool, which is how I was introduced to The Time before Jungle Love and all those others came in there. Cool was one of my favorites back in the day. Jungle Love by The Time. Midnight Star, No Parking on the Dance Floor, another Cincinnati band there, Midnight Star. Gosh, what else? Boo-Thang, Little Boo-Thang. Black Eyed Peas, Let's Get It Started. Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison. Outkast, The Way You Move. Just to name a few. Talk about a fun dance set list right there. And they had the place grooving. And I got to give a shout out. I did not get her name. If you got comments, guys, please make comments if you can. Throw some comments into the thing for us here. But I will tell you that there was a beautiful young lady. I told her she was a young lady, but she told me she was old, in a wheelchair. And she was having trouble seeing. She was in the back of the room. So we grabbed her wheelchair, took her out the back door of the Bell and around the patio and over to the upper deck on the patio. And thanks to Kevin Tolles, if you're out there, Kevin, for helping me get windows open. We got a window open from the inside to the outdoor patio, and she sat in that window and had the greatest time watching this band along with her girlfriends. And there's a picture Ed Sawicki, I think, got, or Carrie, one of the two. I think it might have been Ed, got of us together. And she was just a darling lady, just so much fun. And that's what makes nights like that just cool. Now, I will tell you that the Bell and the Bear had a line outside because they were at capacity at 8:30. At 11 o'clock, there was still a line, one out, one in. That tells you how much people love this band. They love the Bell and the Bear when this band plays. It is pure energy, just fantastic energy. And, they're one of those that back in the 80s, they would have been a house band somewhere and the place would have had a packed house 5 nights a week. They're just that good. And Chris Casey says, this is Morris Day and The Time. Also did The Bird. Yes, The Bird is a good one. It is. Yeah. How about that set list, Carla? You remember those songs? Some of us do. Also good. So that was our Saturday night, and I've got to say thank you to all our friends that I run into at the Bell. Who are Heather's on here right now. She was there. Monica, thank you so much for always being great. You and Emily are fantastic people, and the house sound was so good that night. They had their own sound guy, had it dialed in perfectly. It was wonderful, wonderful. Just the whole experience. It's one of the best bands. One of the best bands for sure. And Monica says, you're good when 26-year-olds are still talking about how much fun they had at the Bell. Yeah, you had a tour bus basically full of a bachelorette party, so to speak. And those girls had a blast, and they were so much. Those songs are twice their age, some of them. And they just loved it. They were dancing and having a great time, and just a wonderful experience there. Yes, Heather, that was, that's just one of those things you do for people. And this lady deserved, she was dancing in that wheelchair, loving the band and just enjoying herself. And I couldn't have been any happier to be around her. She was just one of those people that just oozes fun. And the whole place was packed, man. The patio was packed. The bar was packed. We were hiding back in the what they call the cubby hole back there in the corner, the little Karis corner, as I like to refer to it, and watching those people wait in line. And they're all out there dancing in the line outside, waiting. I mean, it was a beautiful night, so it wasn't bad to stand outside. It wasn't 10 below or anything. And the booze was flowing, and the people were partying, and it was just a great night. So wonderful for that. Thank you. Top This Band. Check them out. Follow them on the Book of Face, guys, and go see a show. I'd love to get them to come to Dayton sometime up here too and play a couple of these places. They would absolutely smash Heather's. They would crush Heather's. So maybe we can see what we can work out with that. Also, I do want to mention, and I'm running out of time, so I got to be quick. I will post pictures as soon as Mr. Burroughs gets finished with all the pictures. I took 260 photos and sent them to them, and about 25 videos of the bougie brunch yesterday. Now, this is a ticketed event, 100 women in the place, and a few fellas, but mostly women. And DJ J-Nip, I've got to give him a huge, huge round of applause because he just slays it. He knows exactly what to play. And everybody gets a plastic microphone. Everybody sings along. We make videos of it. They run a train through the place, doing the old Ride the Train song, and everybody's in a conga line basically through the entire place. It's a blast. Dancing on the bar, you got to sign a waiver if you go to this, by the way. But the Bougie Boogie Brunch. And if you don't know DJ J-Nip, he is the house DJ at Boogie Nights, the casino bar, and one of the greatest dance bars around there in the Cincinnati region as well. And we'll be getting those things posted tomorrow. I will get them up tomorrow on the page. I'm going to wait for Mr. Burroughs to use all the stuff before I get a chance to put them up. But I want to thank them for having me there each time. This is my third one of these events, and it's just so much fun. So much fun to take photographs and get to know all the people. It was a totally different crowd than the last one. This thing sold out in 24 hours. And, you get brunch, you get 2 mimosas for your ticket price, and then you can go to the bar and buy those dirty martinis and espresso martinis and all the things, the Bloody Marys and everything else that was flowing. And I bet there's some hangovers today. Hi, Tammy. Tammy is the highlight of that event as well. How are you? Thank you for being here. So yeah, that was our Sunday. I was there at 9 a.m. and the doors opened at 10. And by 10, there was already 100 people there. Those ladies get there early, and limousine dropped some of them off. You'll see in the photographs. And they just partied till 2. And then Jay tore down and a band came in and played from 3 to 6. And we're going to talk about them later on. I didn't get a chance to stay for them. I was worn out. Those women, man, they'll wear you out. They will. It was crazy. Hey, don't forget to join us tomorrow, guys. Hot Topic Tuesday, as I said earlier. Lee Dixon made a little post online the other day. They got some interesting views back and forth, and a lot of people talking about it. And we will introduce that post to you tomorrow. And Lee's going to go first. We're going to have Lee tell his story and why he made that post. And then we're going to talk about it with our audience. So we'd like you to join us for that and be here. Lee Dixon, a wonderful friend and a great guy to have on the show. I've had him on before. He's very articulate, and he will be bringing you his insight as to what his post was all about. And then Karis will bring you her insight as to being a venue owner. And I'll bring you my insight as to being an outside observer. So it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow, 5 o'clock live right here on Hall Around Town Radio. Wednesday with the band at noon. It's the Hall Pass Rock Band joining me, and we're going to talk about this weekend's event at Heather's. It's a Hall Around Town Radio watch party along with the Hall Pass Rock Band planned from 7 to 11 on the stage at Heather's for opening weekend. So we'd love to see you there. Tammy, thank you so much for that. It was all great to see you as well. I've got a great video I got to send you the whole video, Paul Revere video. I sent it to Marcy in clips, but you get the whole one. I'll send it to you. Thanks so much for being with us, guys. I appreciate you being here on a Monday. Don't forget our motto here at Hall Around Town Radio: get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. We'll see you tomorrow live at 5 right here. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate you. Carla, thank you so much. Yes.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice. I know who I should go see. So All Around Town Radio
Show.
That's where I go for the latest band info. So
Don't forget, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent.
it's the All Around Town Radio.